What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, thank you, God, for another day and opportunity. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Go ahead and turn on post notifications to join the Rich Gang family. Let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on this video. That is really going to help me out and I would appreciate it. And last but not least, go ahead and comment down below. Where are you tuning in from today watching? Now, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen today, I am bringing y'all the best rare offensive oriented 4 build, and I'm telling you, this is going to be the best well-rounded power forward build for season 8 when it comes down to NBA 2K22 on current gen. Now, go ahead and let me know, what have y'all been thinking about season 8 so far? I know that we did get some shoes that are going to give us faster speed when it comes to running. That is a W in my opinion, regardless of what anybody thinks. I'm telling you, any cosmetic that is going to be looking good on our players is going to be a huge W. Now, when it comes down to the breakdown of the pie chart, we're going to go with the one with the shooting as well as the finishing, but we're going to be getting more shooting out of this build today. Now, when it comes down to the physical profile, 2 options to pick from. If you want the fastest one with the maximum speed, go with the very first physical profile. However, if you want one with a boost to the vertical, go ahead and pick the 4th one. Both of these are solid and you'll be able to get the build name regardless. Now, once we go ahead and get into the breakdown of these attributes, all y'all need to do is make sure that you follow along, and I promise you, we're going to be able to create this build together. So let's go ahead and get started with the finishing. I'm going to go with a close shot of 93. When it comes down to the driving layup, go with the 71 and a driving dunk of a 73. That's going to bring us up to a total of 11 finishing badges. Now, for the shooting, I'm going to go ahead and bring my mid-range shot up to a 76. Once it comes down to the three-pointer, I'm going to go with a 73, and then as for the post fade, this is all based off of your own preference. If you want to max it out, you definitely can do so, and I'm going to go and let y'all know, if you do go with a 93 post fade, that is only going to make this build that much more versatile and bring us up to 20 shooting badges. Now, for the playmaking, I'm going to go with the 70 pass accuracy, 60 ball handle, and a 75 post control for 17 playmaking badges. Now, for the defensive end, max out that interior defense, perimeter defense, same exact thing goes for the lateral quickness. I'm going to skip over the steal, but for the block, go with the 73. As for the defensive rebound, go with the 74 and throw the rest into the offensive rebound. And we're going to be able to get 6 defensive badges. Now remember, since we are in Season 8, that means if you have grinded out each season, you have the potential to add 8 extra badges put towards this build. So imagine if you put all of them into your defensive area, only going to make this build that much more better in my opinion. Now, I'm telling you, once we go ahead and get into the breakdown of what we're going to be looking like with our physicals, once we adjust the height, weight, and wingspan, that is going to make some huge changes put towards this build. So sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get right into that. Now, y'all got to remember, when it comes down to the body shape, if you want to take up the most space for defensive purposes, go with burly or built. For this build, you can even go with defined, and I really feel like that's going to be a solid setup as well. Now, I'm telling you, anything that is based off of your playstyle and your preference, make sure that you're making your builds that way. I'm just trying to lead y'all in the right direction, and as long as I can do that, I'm good in my hands. So right here, let's go ahead and check out this build at 6'7". As you can see, we do get a boost put towards our physicals as well as our main attributes. Now, once it comes down to what we're going to be looking like with the weight on this build, you definitely want to go ahead and drop it down to the lowest. Then from there, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to 186. That way, it does not affect our main physicals and we still maintain all the boosts that we need to. So, with the wingspan, as you can see, you can pretty much go with different wingspans and still maintain the build name. But if you want to go with the maximum possible, 88.0 is going to be perfect. I would go with a minimum of at least 84.0 just to be safe with maintaining the build name. But for defensive purposes, I would go ahead and max out this wingspan. And right there, when it comes down to our physicals, we are still maintaining a boost. And that's going to give us a +8. So that means we'll be able to get a 90 speed as well as an 86 acceleration with an 80 vertical. Now, once it comes down to what we're going to be looking like on the shooting, we are still definitely able to shoot with a 77 3-pointer. Then you have the mid-range steal, and look, if you add your own boost to this build, we're going to be able to get a 99 post fade. Now, we do get the sharpshooting takeover, also going to be getting the post scoring, slashing, and the playmaking to be able to speed boost and break ankles. So just make sure that you take into consideration whichever takeover you pick is what's really going to separate this build from most power forwards. So for my liking, I would definitely consider the playmaking or the sharpshooting. But if you want to be more of a casual and have fun, go with the post scoring, or even the slashing takeover would be solid as well. I'm going to go ahead and leave that option up to y'all. Let's go with the sharpshooting for this version. And as y'all can see, we have created the one and only best all around offensive oriented power forward build. Now really quick, I want to go ahead and check out what the potential of this build is going to be once we add boost to it, grind this build out to 99 overall, and run with teammates that have floor general on as well as defensive leader, both on Hall of Fame. So essentially, I'm going to go over some of the main stats. We're going to be able to get a 99 close shot, a 99 post fade, and once it comes down to whichever takeover you decided to pick, that's going to allow you to add an extra +10 to whichever area of the build that the takeover is going to apply for. Now let's just go ahead and say we did pick it for the playmaking. You'll be able to speed boost and break ankles. Your post control will go up into the 90s, which in my opinion is definitely the best thing about it. This is easily one of the best and versatile power forward builds that I have made all year. So right now, I gotta go ahead and see. If y'all have not hit that like button yet, go ahead and do so, and be sure to comment down. What are y'all thinking about this offensive oriented 4? I'm telling you, in my opinion, this is definitely probably one of my favorite builds that I have also made all year when it comes down to what it's able to do, especially its versatility. But from here, we're going to go ahead and get into the breakdown of the badges. So I'm going to go with the defensive end first, and that's going to be Gold Intimidator, Rim Protector as well. And then if you want to, you can spread the wealth with making Rim Protector silver and then going with silver clamps. From here, let's go ahead and get into the finishing. So 11 badges that we're going to be able to work with as well. I'm going to go with Posterizer first as well as Limitless Takeoff. Now, another badge that I would really consider on this build especially is going to be Hook Specialist. Then for the final two, you can pretty much decide which badges are going to be based off of your playstyle, but I'm going to go with Silver Fearless Finisher for the final badge. Now, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the playmaking. 17 badges to work with here as well. So, I'm going to start it off with Gold Hyperdrive. Then from here, you definitely want to go ahead and put on Quick First Step. Now, with the remaining 11, I feel like Triple Threat Juke is going to come next in line for being most important. And for the final 8, remember, if you're going to be running with teammates, make sure that you put on Bullet Passer, and even I would go with Unpluckable. Now, if you want to, you definitely can go ahead and put on Quick Chain or upgrade both your Bullet Passer as well as Unpluckable badge. But I'm telling you, Quick Chain, I am hearing, is not needed, but I'm going to spread the wealth, leaving it on Silver and then going with Glue Hands as well. Let's go ahead and get into the final breakdown of the final setup, which is going to be our shooting badges. So, Hot Zone Hunter and Sniper are going to be essential for any build that is going to be able to get them on the Hall of Fame tier. For the remaining 12, I'm going to spread the wealth just a little bit, going with Bronze Corner Specialist, Catch and Shoot, Green Machine, and then finally, Volume Shooter. When it comes down to the next few, I would really recommend picking Limitless Spot Up as well as even possibly Post Fade, or you can go with Blinders and Deadeye. Either one of these two badges is going to be a very solid setup to go with. If you want to spread the wealth, that is another way to go about it as well. I'm going to leave it on Deadeye, and as y'all can see, we ended with 11 finishing badges, 20 shooting, 17 playmaking, and 7 defensive. Again, man, if you made it to the end, thank y'all for the support. And more so, importantly, thank you, God, for giving us all another day and opportunity. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications so you can join the Rich Gang family. We are growing rapidly, and I feel 5K supporters on the way. So man, let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on this video. That is definitely going to help me out. And do not forget to comment down below, where did y'all tune in from today? Thank y'all again, man. Thank you once again, God. And with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.